Gorgeous. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with little Miss Cleo. This is going to be a leaving Korea diaries vlog. If you guys are not caught up yet, I am leaving South Korea after 6 years. I've just like slowly been integrating my life back into the States since honestly end of last year, like mid to end of last year. So I don't really feel like I'm going back after not being there for a while, because I actually have been in the States a lot this year and last year, as you guys know. But regardless, it's crazy to pack up a life after 6 years of living somewhere. I have so many memories of Korea, and there's so much I'm gonna talk about eventually about my time here. Just like so many amazing memories that I want to share. But I don't have time for that right now because I have so much stuff to do actually. I've been really enjoying spending so much time with friends, and then also having a good balance of work and doing stuff around the house to prep myself to move later on this year. So this is gonna be a video documenting some of this stuff, and then we're also gonna have good balance because I have some really fun plans this week as well. And I also just had a birthday, so I'm now 28. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the kind birthday wishes. Let me show you this balloon I got. You guys were incredibly sweet. I got so many lovely messages from you, and one of my best friends, Yevin, she dropped this off in the morning, and this is just like, this touched my heart. This is the most cute gift ever. Anyways, I'm already getting distracted. We have a lot on our agenda today. We're gonna start off by running some errands, go to Daiso, post office. I am so excited to have you guys with me on this new chapter. I've done so many chapters on this channel, it's insane. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up some laundry, head out to my errands, and I'll see you in a little bit. My little editing sesh has actually been a lot more productive than what I'm typically used to. I've been doing a really good job lately at just being intentional when I sit down to work and not getting as distracted as I usually do. I think that's just because I'm on much more of a time crunch these days and my schedule is really packed. So when I sit down to edit, I'm actually doing a really good job at getting so much more done because I'm not getting distracted, so that's always a good feeling. And then I was just texting my mom. And it's funny, I'm not used to texting her at this time, but we're on the same time zone. She's in Japan, just around the corner right now, and she's coming to Korea this Friday. I'm so excited to show her around here because she's never been here before. And I wanted to quickly shout out the sponsor of today's video, which is Airlo, the app that you guys need if you want to stay connected this summer without the stress of finding a local SIM card. I don't know if you guys have ever landed in a new country and you've noticed that your phone has zero service, or you are like how I used to be and you don't know where you can get an affordable SIM card. You guys need to give Airlo a try. They make it super easy to just download an eSIM right onto your phone, and that way as soon as you land to your destination, you will have service from literally the moment you land. You don't have to worry about switching out any kind of physical SIM card on your phone. You don't have to wait in line at the airport. And the best thing is there are no crazy roaming fees like what usually happens if you pay for some kind of international phone plan. All you have to do is just download their app, you look up your destination, and then you pick the eSIM you want, you purchase and download it, and then that way as soon as you land you will have service. Airlo's eSIMs are already incredibly affordable as is, but I actually have a coupon for you guys if you want to get some cash off your eSIM with Airlo. You can use my code, which is AHIL3. Trust me, if you guys are still doing the old-fashioned way of, you know, changing out your physical eSIM or buying one at the airport or just like using your phone provider's really expensive international package, trust me, eSIMs will make your life so much easier. Thank you so much to Airlo again for sponsoring this video. Let me know if you guys give them a try, and obviously safe travels to everyone who has travels coming up this summer. I just ordered dinner and it took 14 minutes to arrive. 14 minutes. Oh, Korea. There's so many things that I'm gonna miss about this place, but the speed in which stuff happens, I've been thinking about a lot. I've been doing like a series of medical appointments before I go back to the US, and it's just wild. For example, I had to go to the dentist and I decided I was just gonna kind of show up an hour and a half early and just see if they would be able to fit me in, and immediately the dentist was like, all right, come on. Oh, it's just, everything is so fast. Ooh, yummy. I've decided to start a new show. I'm watching The Cheat. If there's one thing about me, it's that I love a reality dating or relationships show. I've seen all of them. Love Island, Love is Blind, Every Country, The Ultimatum. Let me know if you guys have seen it.
Oh, so you're always ready. Like do you just kind of keep it on, or?
It's small, but it's kind of big.
Take a look at me.
Ah, that is gorgeous. I love that for you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much also for the passport. I'm just like, or I'll go like, to like, you know, freeze it so that I can take. I know several of you are probably watching these clips thinking, Adrienne, what in the Crocs are you doing right now? Well, I'm buying Crocs. In Korea, Crocs are really, really, really popular, and I thought it would be fun if I get a pair and I decorate them with a bunch of Korean gibbets, like little ramen gibbets or fried chicken gibbets. They have so many. And that way, when I'm back in the States, I'll have my little Korean Crocs to always remind me of Korea. So that's what I'm doing in these clips. I wasn't able to get the gibbets because I couldn't find the specific store I wanted to go to for those, but we'll take care of that in a future vlog. But let me know, do any of you guys wear Crocs? I ended up getting the platform pink ones, and they're just so, so cute. So I'm officially entering my Crocs era. It is about 4 o'clock and I just got to a cafe with my friend. This is Palnova in Nampo. This is actually one of the most spacious, calm, and cutest cafes I've ever been to. It's a very cozy vibe, and I feel like if you're in this area, it's a really good workspace because the tables are huge. I'm gonna help her with planning her road trip to California that she's going on this fall. I have some stuff saved on Pinterest, and if any of you guys have any good recommendations off of Route 1 in California, let us know. Let me know in the comments, like food recommendations, hotel, bed and breakfast recommendations. I'm basically just relying on Pinterest, but if you guys have any recommendations, definitely let me know. Oh my god, they're so funny how they just get into any...
So ridiculous.
Cleo used to do that in the lawn. So good.
Right?
So I love a dense cake too.
Yeah. Right?
This is a really cool...
Wow.
It's only gonna taste this really magnificent show. we're finally heading out to dinner. I'm with my bestie Gauze, and we've had such a good day. We started out at Spain Club. Went to the pool, had ourselves a little like get ready sesh, and now we're here. I wanted to tell you guys the way that we met, just because it's like one of those situations in life where it's kind of like the butterfly effect in a way.
It is. Yeah.
So when you guys remember, I moved from Busan up to Seoul at the end of 2020, and I had posted my furniture on like this Facebook group here. She had just moved here like a month prior. Yeah. From where in England? London, right?
What am I thinking about?
London.
Red wine.
So she came, I didn't even know her, but she was like, oh, I like that table. So she came, you got the ajushi with the truck.
Yeah.
Which was really impressive.
But he was really helpful.
So she came, and you lived very far. You lived in Handa, and I lived all the way in Jumpo. That was very far that you went. Because I wouldn't go that far nowadays, right?
I was so new, I didn't know where I was going.
Right.
So it was just like, we'll go.
Right, let's go.
Exactly.
That's the thing, when you're new, you
Ignorance
don't
is
even
bliss.
know. So she came, bought my table, we just had a brief interaction. I knew that she was really nice, but it was very brief. I was like, yeah, I'm moving to Seoul. She was like, oh, I just moved here. I was like, okay, deuces. I ended up not liking living in Seoul. I came back a few months later, and then we just ended up like going on morning walks with Beth.
And then, yeah.
And then we would go to the beach because she worked afternoons. So we would go to Handy Beach
Living the life.
in the morning. And a few months prior, she had met her now husband. Crazy.
2 years.
Right?
We've been married 2 years now.
Oh my, right. 2
And
years
together
this July.
coming up to 5. I know.
Stop.
I know, it's crazy.
Who would have thought 5 years later we'd be here?
Exactly.
It really goes to show you guys, like, you never know. Those little simple interactions can turn into, like, the best friendships.
Absolutely.
So had she never came to buy my furniture that I posted on Facebook, we would probably not even be here right now.
We're living well.
We had 2 pups and a husband. Love it.
Exactly.
So anyways, we're going to go to dinner now. Cheers. I love you so much. Let me hug.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love
It's
you.
been such a good staycation.
No, it has.
This is going to be seriously a core memory. Hello, good afternoon. It is a pretty gloomy and rainy Thursday, but that's okay because we are spending it doing some aesthetic stuff. We're gonna get our eyebrows microbladed for the last time in Korea. I actually have not done this in a couple years because every time I get it done, it lasts such a long time, and I still have a little bit left over from when I last got it done, which I think was in 2022. So it's actually been 3 years, which is wild. But I'm going to the girl who has done my microblading here in Busan before, so I trust her. She's done such a good job. She uses high quality stuff, so it always stays on for a long time. But that's what we have on the agenda for today. Part of leaving Korea is definitely like doing all these last minute things. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do this or not before I left, but then my friend made a good point. She was like, you might as well just get it done in Korea because it's gonna be a lot cheaper. So that's how I'm kind of self-justifying it. But here's the before. I already have pretty full eyebrows as it is, but the thing is I tend to fill in here, and I also have a little bit different eyebrow shape, which is normal, but I just like using microblading to kind of help match it up so that I don't have to use makeup, and it just makes getting ready in the morning a lot easier. So here's my before. Let's go. It's probably gonna take like 2 hours, so not too bad, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, it is a little bit later now, well, quite a bit later. It's like 9 o'clock. Eyebrows were a success. I'm just so grateful that I've had so many great experiences, whether it's getting my nails done, my hair done, you know, just all those things that us women often end up spending our money on. But yeah, I 100% recommend my girl that I go to. I'll have her information down in the description. They are gonna lighten up over like the next week. They're always dark like the first couple days, and then they end up going a little bit lighter. So not the complete finished product, but you guys will see it eventually. I'm gonna do a mask. This is the Busan NAD Plus Bio Mask, which is just so freaking good. I'm gonna be posting a video on this soon, and it is a sponsored video coming up with them, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up that this is genuinely such a good mask that I want to do all the time. But I know it's not good to do like the same sheet mask all the flipping time, but if I could, I would use this all the time. So we're gonna put this on, and I thought it would be fun if we did a little chat where I share some of the moments that kind of altered my brain chemistry living in Korea. Do you guys remember that trend? It was like going around on TikTok a while ago. Well, I'm late to the trend, but I'm still gonna share some just like moments that I will never forget. First moment that hands down altered my brain chemistry here in Korea is the time that I decided to be a teacher with absolutely no teaching experience. I really don't know what the heck I was thinking when I did that. I remember it was like my lunch break, I think the second or third day, and I was just like sitting outside the school crying because I realized I was so not cut out for it. I have so much respect for all the teachers out there because it takes an incredibly dedicated and passionate person to teach kids. And you guys know, like, I went to college for business, so I did not have a ton of experience, and that was on me. But it was just like one of those oh crap moments, and obviously COVID completely got in the way of that, so I didn't end up teaching for a whole year. But it was such a humbling experience. Okay, next moment that altered my brain chemistry in Korea was when I moved to Seoul, and 8 weeks later I decided that I was going to move back to Busan. So if you guys were not around then, which I know a lot of you were, I lived in Busan, which is the state I'm in now, for the first year, and then I had a bunch of friends up in Seoul, and I realized that I probably had more work opportunities up there. So I went apartment hunting. I found an apartment. This was like deep in COVID. This was end of 2020. I moved up there, and then after a few weeks I was just like, this is not it. And I will say I didn't live in the best area for somebody who was going to move to Seoul. I lived in Shindorim, so not a ton going on there. It was still online too, but it was just like not like a hip area. And then everything was closed because of COVID. Like at that time you couldn't even go into a cafe. So yeah, 8 weeks later I posted my apartment on Facebook, and a really sweet couple came that day and they took the apartment, and then I took a train down to Busan. I looked at some apartments here, and I literally moved back like a week later. Okay, next moment in Korea that altered my brain chemistry was when my dog Cleo got double cataract surgery. That's definitely one of the more positive memories. But if you guys didn't know, Cleo just over her lifetime has lost her vision, or she did lose her vision, which is very common for senior dogs. But turns out the best eye doctor or eye surgeon for dogs is here in Busan, which is rare because usually, like, if there's a specialty doctor, they're going to be up in Seoul a lot of the time. But he was here in Busan, and I paid the money, and she got new eyes. Like, she literally got a full-on double cataract surgery. I was able to watch the whole thing through a glass wall, so I literally watched him like cut my dog's lenses open, suck out the cataract. It was very scary to watch, but that was just a moment that I'll never forget. And she got her vision back, which is just the coolest thing ever, to be able to see your dog lose their vision and then regain it. Mind-blowing. And that would have never been able to happen in the States because I think the surgery is like 2 to 3 times more the cost than it is here. So that was just an amazing memory. And you guys, I have you guys to thank for that, because obviously, like, I'm a full-time content creator, so I get my money by doing this, and y'all pretty much help pay for the surgery, so thank you. Okay, next moment that altered my brain chemistry, this is gonna be the last one I talk about, is kind of like what I'm going through right now, where I just look around, and you guys saw it in this video, like my friend group that I have. It's a really crazy thing that 6 years later I have such amazing souls that I feel so close with, because I will never forget. I think this was like my second or third week in Korea. I got home from work one night and I just started crying because I was like, I have no friends, which is totally normal. Like, that's a normal thing when you move to a new place. But I think it was just like the heaviness of that all hit me, you know, back in 2019 when I first came here. And then now in 2025, the way that I am like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time to say bye to all my friends. Like, I need more time with them. It's a really beautiful thing. And I'm just really lucky. There's not really much more to say about that, but that's just another moment when I think about like how I was able to form sister-like friendships, like these friendships that I'm gonna have for forever here. Like, I did that. It's just kind of crazy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. There's seriously so much more that I want to talk about and that I'm gonna talk about. I'm just kind of like doing it in bits and pieces because otherwise it would be probably like a 2 to 3 hour long video. But let me know what you guys thought of this video. I'm going to close it off soon, and I wanted to mention I'm going to be doing a big Q&A about my move. So if you have any questions about the move or about living in Korea, feel free to leave them on this video. That video, the Q&A, will be up probably in like 2 or 3 weeks. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. There will be more videos similar to this coming up soon. I have a very busy next couple of months, so I hope you guys are ready to see it all. I love you all so much. Thank you for the support. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave me a comment, especially if there's something you want me to answer for my Q&A. I love you so much. Cleo says hello and that she loves you guys as well, and I'll see you very soon in the next vlog. Bye guys. Oh my gosh, I look so crazy. Get this mask. It's actually so good. I know there's so many masks on the market. Get this one. I'll link it below. Okay, bye guys.